So you're considering resigning from GEPF, but you are unsure on when to leave. Now, the timing is essential to your success. See, leaving too early could result in you not having enough capital, while leaving too late could mean that you lose your zest for life due to work stress or even missing out on pursuing the things that you really enjoy doing. Now, let me share with you a real life example of a member that I've just helped. We'll call him John, a GEPF member who made the decision to resign but left it for too long. Now, as a result, John missed out on years of quality time with his family. His health had deteriorated due to prolonged work stress. Now, if only he had known when was the perfect time to resign, John could have enjoyed a more fulfilling life and secured a better financial future. Now, there are countless members like John who have left resigning at the wrong time. Now, this can impact your life significantly, both financially as well as personally. And as you know, once you make the decision, it is cast in stone. How can you be sure that you're leaving at the right time? And how can you avoid making a mistake that will impact your life forever? Now, in this YouTube video, I will cover exactly what you need in order to make an informed decision about resigning. I will share with you 3 exclusive tips that will unlock the secret to the perfect time for resigning, ensuring that you don't face the same regrets that John has. Now, join me in this eye-opening video and take control of your financial future today. Let's get started with the first secret that I want to share with you. And as I said, this is the first of 3 secrets, right? Now, the first thing that you want to get done is you want to confirm when is the retirement age, right? So you want to confirm retirement age. Now, the reason that I'm saying confirm your retirement age, I know this sounds strange because you're aiming at resigning, but you want to get this correct, right? In terms of when's the latest that you can leave this for. Now, in some sectors of government, retirement age could be 60. For example, if you're an SAPS member, it's 60. However, in some cases, it could be 65. So if you're working in the Department of Health, it could be 65, right? Now, it depends on that particular sector. So this is the first thing that you want to do, right? You want to make sure that you get the timing correct. Now, here's the reason why. If you are under the impression that you could retire at age 65, but actually your sector only allows you to retire or enforces that you retire at age 60, it means that you might think that your resignation could be prolonged, right? You might want to resign much later, but if your retirement age is earlier, you lose that benefit, right? So ideally, you want to get the timing of this correct. Now, when's the latest that you could leave? The latest that you could leave is 1 month before. So it's a month before that retirement age, right? So let's put that in here, 1 month before your retirement age. Now, again, this is a critical thing for you to know, right? There are instances where members leave it to the last moment. You've got to make sure that you check this out thoroughly, right? I've seen cases where members want to resign a day before they turn the retirement age, right? Like a day before 60, a day before 65. Now, you run the risk if you do that if HR makes a mistake or GEPF makes a mistake, then in essence, you are forced to retire. You're no longer in a position to resign, right? So you want to make sure that you get this done properly. So understanding when you can do this is essential. And ideally, as I'm suggesting, you want to get this done at least 1 month before so that you're able to put yourself in a position where you know how long you have, right? Now, if you are leaving 1 month before, it means that, unfortunately, you may be worried that you're not going to get your birthday bonus, right? So if you cannot get your birthday bonus, there are ways to plan around this, especially now that you're aiming at resigning, because there's a lot of hidden opportunities to tailor the solution for you, right? So that you're saving on tax and you're getting your money to grow, which will lead me to the next secret now. But there's a lot of ways in which you can get back that money, right? You can also inquire if this could be prorated. So remember, you're not working the full 12 months, you're working 11 out of the 12 months. So you can inquire if this could be prorated, right? Let's head over to the next secret that I want to share with you. Critical secret this, because I see this mistake happening over and over again, right? You see, if you're aiming at resigning, you obviously want to make sure that whatever's concerning you are out the way, right? Let's look at some of the things that could be concerning you. Maybe you're worried about tax. Maybe you're worried about investing, right? Losing money in the markets. You could be worried about trust. Maybe you're not sure who's the right financial advisor. Can you trust that this person's really going to help you and genuinely do the things that you want them to do, right? These things could be going through your mind. You could also be concerned about medical aid. See, you might also be concerned about cap leave. So there's all sorts of things that you might be afraid of, right? Now this is the thing, You want to make sure that you list those things down. And it's okay for you to be afraid of those things, right? You just want to bring it up to your advisor up front so that you can address it. And this leads me to the secret number 2, right? This is what I call pre-planning, right? It's pre-planning or testing. Now you want to test this thing out, okay? You want to test out these solutions. And this again is the beauty of resignation. Remember, it can be molded to exactly what you want it to be. So if you want to save on tax, the resignation can be molded to that. If you want to ensure that your money is growing, it can be molded to that. In terms of trust, this is why I say testing and the pre-planning is important, right? So let me illustrate the point. I've shared this before on previous videos, but quite an important one. So I'm going to go through this one again. Remember, this is where you are right now. And we'll put here, this is the time that you want to resign, right? Okay. Now this window period, the period in between, this is that opportunity period, right? This is your testing period. This is the period that you want to test things out, right? You want to test to see, hey, is my advisor able to save me on tax? Is my advisor able to show me how to invest money and get it to grow? This is how you get trust, right? Especially in financial services. If you can see that you're saving on tax, if you can see money growing, naturally, you're going to want to trust that solution, right? Can my advisor assist me with medical aid? Are there tips with cap leave? Anything that's concerning you, even in terms of legacy, is my advisor able to show you that? Now, the best way to do this, the best way I've seen, is you want to test it inside here, right? The period from now up until you actually end up resigning. The mistake that members are making, please don't make this mistake, is they leave this to the last moment, right? So they're leaving it to here, and then you sort of forced. So let's say you're engaging with me, right? You're leaving it to the last moment. There's not much time for us to test. Now suddenly you have to trust, right? Even though you might have watched YouTube videos of mine, even though you might have seen testimonials, but I want you to see, you almost have to trust now that I'm going to be good with the tax planning. You have to trust that I'm going to be good with the investing, you see? You have to take your word for it. Now, if you want to avoid that, this is where the testing phase comes in. You can start your testing a lot earlier, right? And you test in small amounts. So for example, as I said before, you might have a retirement annuity, you might have some kind of bank investment, you might have some savings, could be a small amount of money. I'll use an example here to say 100,000. So you want to test with 100,000 to see how that works, because when you are resigning, this is in the millions, right? That's in the millions. So you don't want to test with that money. It makes sense to test with this. If you see that the advice is good, then you know that you're going to end up getting a better result there. Now, why this is so critical, right, in terms of the pre-planning? It takes me to the third point that I want to bring out to you, right? The third secret that I want to share with you. And this one's easy. It's follow your heart. You see, in terms of timing, right, when you analyze when is the right time to leave, right, it's only you that's going to know that. And you'll know this based on how you feel inside, right? You'll know when the right time is there, okay? All sorts of things could be happening around you. I could show you, you could connect with me, I can show you how to grow your capital, right? I could show you how to create the tax saving, right? But you still might not feel ready. You see, this is why following your heart is so essential. So now you know this, you want to confirm the retirement age so that you understand when's the latest that you can leave this for. Then you know the second secret, which is the pre-planning and the testing. And then you want to go with your heart. Now, remember, I've put it in this order because you can't just follow your heart and say that you want to leave, right? You can't just leave without doing the pre-planning. Because if you are going to leave without the pre-planning, if you're just leaving, that's a big risk, okay? Because you've not done the pre-planning. So there's no assurance that everything is going to be okay. And this is why I say you're going to follow your heart, right? When you do all those previous steps, when you get the pre-planning done, this is then cementing that this is going to work out for you. It's basically a reassurance to you that everything is going to be okay. And once you know that, once you're feeling comfortable, then you can take that next move of basically knowing when is the right time to leave. Right time to leave. So now you know these are 3 secrets, and I've tested this out extensively, right? I've worked with many GEPF members in the past. I've analyzed what was the successes and the failures from them, what were the things that could be positioned in this video to give you that idea as to when's the right time to leave, right? And these are the 3 things. Now, naturally, there's more elements to this. Again, I'll go through these with you. If you're booking a one-on-one consult with me, I'll go through the other areas that members have made mistakes in the past in order to show you what you need to avoid. But if you just follow these 3 steps, it's simple things that you can do right now to ensure that you're putting yourself in a stronger position again at that time that you're aiming at resigning. Now, if you found the video helpful, I encourage you to give me a thumbs up so now I'm on track with giving you the right support that I want to offer you. Also, post comments below, right? Is there anything else that you feel could be valuable to know when it comes to resigning from GEPF? Let me know so that I can assist you in future videos. And there are a number of members out there looking for the support, right? You might know of colleagues, at least one colleague who's needing this type of assistance. So now's your chance to perform this act of kindness. Pass the video along to them. You know that YouTube is a free channel, so you're empowering more members to make informed decisions, right? Okay, and I'll see you on the next video.